Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and the subscriber sent a donation, so thanks for your donation. And remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click the link below and send a donation. So this one says, one thing I've noticed when I'm out and about picking up women is that some of them act a certain way depending on what race and or culture they're a part of. For instance, I seem to be more accepted by mostly non-black women than my own black American women, assuming they're all single. When I approach certain black women, especially those in their 20s, some of them either get an attitude, act ignorant, pretend I'm the invisible man, play dumb when I try to get their attention, etc. In essence, they display repugnant behavior or never acknowledge my existence, which of course seriously annoys the hell out of me. In contrast, when I approach women of other races or cultures, particularly Caucasians, they are very friendly and receptive towards me for the most part. These types of women, from my personal observation and experience, don't generally become defensive, confused, irresponsible, etc. And shitty attitudes from these types of women are few and far between. I've noticed a pattern here, which was also supported by an acquaintance of mine on Facebook who suggested that a number of black American women become confused as hell and can't remain consistent, whereas women of other races / cultures aren't really like this too often. By no means am I trying to generalize, nor do I have anything against black women, but this is what I've noticed. A prime example of this occurred not too long ago at an R&B concert I attended, where the clientele was predominantly African American, with only a handful of whites and other ethnicities sprinkled in. I asked some of the black women if they want to dance, but they all declined, though most of them were nice about it. However, one pushed me off of her when I attempted to dance behind her, and another thought I didn't want a dance from her, played dumb and pretended I wasn't even there, which was undoubtedly very rude and inconsiderate. However, at the very end of the concert, a white woman agreed to dance with me, and I felt so much better. In the end, I really don't use trivial petty factors such as race towards my pursuit of a partner. I've decided it is best for me to stretch and expand my horizons despite what some may think or believe. I don't have a problem with dating interracially. Never have, never will. Sorry if this letter seems really long, but please bear with me. I had to speak my mind and let everything out so you understand my situation better. My main question to you is, why do you think some black American women act strange towards me while non-black women, including Africans, usually don't? All right. So the thing is, a lot of times when it comes to people talking about race and dating and stuff like that, what you have to understand is that in certain situations, the reason why race will play a factor is because of, different things about the culture, different things about where certain people from certain races grew up, different environments. All these things play a factor in what a woman might be into and what she might not be into. Right? So it's not necessarily this thing with maybe, because you're saying that black women aren't really responding to you. It's not necessarily just the thing about, it's just black women not responding to you. What you have to understand is, when it comes to not only black women, but black people in general, you understand we have a very unique situation in society when it comes to racism, white supremacy, all these other things. And that plays into how we respond to each other. You understand? When it comes to black people, black men and black women, right? Now, what you have to also understand is that based off of, where the person grew up, who they grew up around, the things that they were taught, all those things play a role in how they're going to respond to certain things, how they like certain things, and all that other stuff, right? So the same thing also goes for you. So based off of how you were brought up, things you were into, things that you like, play a role in how you view the world and all this other stuff. So what happens is it's not necessarily just you dealing with black women that is the issue. It's what types of black women are you dealing with? You see what I'm saying? Because let's say if you are this, because I don't know how you look, I don't know your vibe, I don't really, know what type of dude you are, you understand, or what type of vibe you give or whatever. But let's say you are a dude who's like a Carlton Banks type of guy. You feel what I'm saying? And you trying to holler at some chick who's on some ratchet shit. That most likely won't mix. You see what I'm saying? Because, and I'm just generalizing here. So let's say you got a ratchet chick that you're trying to holler at, or you're trying to holler at some hood chicks, but you want some Carlton Banks preppy type of stuff. You understand? Y'all probably have two different like outlooks on a lot of different things. You understand? Because if she's on some ratchet shit, she's probably, you know, and I'm generalizing here again, imagine she might be looking for some dude who's on some like, you know, either bad boy type of shit, thugged out type of shit. You understand? And that could be more of her lane, a dude that's sort of from the same type of hood she's from, and you might not be that guy. You feel what I'm saying? So depending on, you know, where you're at and who you're dealing with, you know, you have to take all of those things into account. So, you know, if you meet a black woman who isn't a ratchet chick, but she's just, you know, some chick who grew up in a 2-family home and they lived in, you know, middle class type of environment in the suburbs somewhere, or, you know, in a nice neighborhood, she might have a different outlook and a different view, and you might be able to connect with her than you would the hood ratchet chicks. You see what I'm saying? So, in this girl also would be black. So it's not just a thing with black chicks, it's what type of black women are you dealing with? And it's the same thing where, you know, with somebody who's white, somebody who's Asian, whoever. Again, you're going to have a large number of black people who lived and grew up in a certain environment. You're going to have a large number of white people who lived and grew up in a certain environment. And that dictates how they come at the world and how they interact with people. So you might have that white girl who, you know, just grew up on some regular white girl shit, didn't have to really care about too much or think about too much. And she has a certain type of energy that's a little bit more carefree because she ain't got to think about racism and all this other shit. You feel what I'm saying? So when she approaches you, her interactions are a little bit more carefree than your average black woman. You see what I'm saying? Because she didn't have to deal with the same shit black women have to deal with. You see what I mean? But at the same time, if you have a white chick who grew up in the hood, the same way that a black chick grew up in, or let's say a ratchet chick. So if you have a ratchet white chick, she's going to be the same as a ratchet black chick in some ways because they grew up in that same environment, right? And then the same way where you can have a carefree type of white girl, you can also have a carefree type of black chick if she grew up in that same type of environment as the carefree white girl. You understand? So what I want you to sort of stay away from is looking at it in just this sort of, you know, like black and white type of look, you know, no pun intended. You see what I'm saying? Meaning like, you know, this like either or whatever, and understand that there's certain complexities that come with it. Now, when it comes to you dealing with women, at the end of the day, you just got to deal with the chicks who resonate with you. You understand? Dealing with the girls who you resonate with, the girls that you're feeling, and then, you know, just, you know, deal with those girls. Don't worry too much about the girls who aren't feeling you. Don't worry too much about the girls who ain't trying to really, you know, give you that energy. Just deal with the chicks who are trying to fuck with you, and deal with the ones you like who are trying to fuck with you. You understand? And then, you know, you keep that shit pushing. Don't worry too much about all the other extra stuff. It's just a waste of time trying to worry about that, and when you could just be using the time to just really do your thing and get things going in the direction of, you know, messing with somebody who is going to be worth messing with, who's going to cooperate, who's going to follow your program, who's going to not give you a hard time and all that other stuff, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month.
What's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to Bad Boy Membership badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.